Well, so this week I had a much better experience at the comic book store than I did last week. If you're interested in finding out what I picked up and what I didn't get, and more importantly, why, stick around. Welcome back, family. Thanks again for joining me. So, as anybody who watched last week's knows that I picked up a bunch of books and I was really disgruntled at the prices and everything else being jacked up 5 minutes after opening. This week I'm back on first shift at my day job, so I had to wait till after work to get over there, which made me worry what's going to be sold out, what's going to be limit one per person, what's going to be jacked up in price, and what am I not going to be able to get my hands on. So, out of the books that I had picked, which was 4 different ones, I got 3 out of the 4, and I got multiple versions of them, all at cover price. None of them were jacked up. None of them were restricted in the quantity you could buy. The only one I didn't get was because of me. Wolverine number 9 doesn't come out until next week. For some reason, I thought that came out this week. And this is the second week in a row I've done this. Last week, I was at the store looking for Immortal Wonder Woman number 1, from the future state. You know, this one. So I was able to get my copy of that. And I also picked up the copy of the Peach Momoko, which I gotta, sometimes I know Peach Momoko is very popular, and anybody who's seen when I got the sign and the sketch knows how I freaked out. But her artistry kind of all looks very similar to each other, but I really like this one. I really, really, really do. So I got both of those, and I was able to get both copies of A and B of the Nightwing Future State. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Of the 2, by the way, because again, there's only so much you can see. Well, I like the blurriness of this one because he's in the rain, but the detail in this one I think I like better. I did pick up both copies, A and B, of Abbott 1973. They had a good supply of them there. Ta-da, and ba-bum. So last week, I was trying to get copies of Serial. They had copies of Serial, and I went back there on Saturday because they said they were having, they were shorted by Diamond. They were getting a rush delivery in, was going to be in either Thursday or Friday. I got there Saturday afternoon. They still had not received it. I got there today. They had a full shipment, and they were all $15 each. That one I didn't like too much. But as far as that's concerned, I took care of things in a different manner. Now, I do read the comments, okay? So, the big shout out goes out to RT Collectibles 2011. I did pick up the books that you recommended, which, by the way, if my wife does notice that this week was a lot higher than I thought it was going to be, I'm blaming you completely, okay? I expect you to take full responsibility. Because you recommended that I get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 113. And since they had 2 covers, I had to get them both, which I wouldn't have gotten, but it was you. You had to. And you said I should get Superman Worlds of War, which, by the way, very thick book, very hard to get inside a standard modern age bag and backing board. And, we're starting to run out of room here. And, of course, the last one was Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 7, which I also was able to get. Now, like I said, every single one of these books was cover price. They did not raise or limit or anything. I had another store in mind in case I wasn't able to get anything. And since the only one I couldn't get was the one that I got wrong on the week, I didn't have to go to the other store. So I was very happy about that. I was able to turn around and come home, which I knew I had 3 packages waiting for me. 2 of them were comic books, and the other one was the new, what do you call it, the pillow lighting, or, the big case lighting, the lighting boxes on tri-stands, which was delivered by FedEx. No, it wasn't. It's not here. It says delivered and dropped off on my front steps. It's not here. And according to the drop-off time and my camera, there was never a drop-off. They were never here. Just so you know, the last time I had a package delivered by FedEx was my CBCS submission. It was dropped off on somebody's front porch 7 miles away in a different town. I was very, very lucky in the fact that my name and phone number were on the package, and that person called me and said, "Hey, were you expecting a package?" And I'm like, "Yes." "Well, it's here on my front porch." So I had to drive 7 miles to another town. The number of the house was not the same. The street was definitely not the same. Nothing about that house had anything to do with my house. And in my area, it's FedEx actually doesn't drop off packages. They contract it out to somebody else. And as long as they just drop them off someplace, they get paid. So now tomorrow I have to fight on that one and get my lighting. So other than that, though, I did get my comics that in the right in front of me in the mail. Which let's see what we got. Now I know what they are because like I said, I got the alerts for it, and I was very, very happy. Careful. I'll accidentally slip and slice open my chest, and I'll be in the emergency room going, did I get blood on the books? I will take special care not to bleed on the books. And RT Collectibles, again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate to know that, the comment that you put there recommending which books to pick up. Not just for me, but for anybody who watches the video and reads the comments, because we are all in this together. We are one big happy Ohana family. The other day I was on John's Comics with Kids. He had a live auction, and I missed the point? I don't know. Okay, so I know which one this is. And the first, there was a claim. It was a claim, and the first lot that I wanted, I got there like an hour late, but his daughters were helping out, and he takes the first one. Okay, letters E, D, and G or whatever are for Ohana Comics, and I hear the little girl in the background. Ohana means family, and I'm sitting there going, yes, it does, yes. So by the way, John, if you're watching this, make sure your daughter sees this. I am a tremendous Stitch fan. Okay, so it says Ohana too, up on the top. And by the way, yeah, I have had people say, does that say Obama? No, I am not a political person, so I'm going to take out my ones here so I can put up what I got. This was the Dark Knight's Death Metal number 7, 1 in 100. I was very happy to pick that one up at a pretty decent price, and I like the grade on. I'm going to double check that, but I'm going to be sending that one out to be slabbed. And I recently sold a bunch of books on eBay and built up my little PayPal account, and now I'm using it to get books that I want more, or I think have more long-term ability. And I'm sure that there are going to be some that I pick up that were me thinking that they're going to go up and they didn't, or picked up because of FOMO or whatever. But what the heck? They're comic books, So it's a new noir packaging. I feel like I'm opening up a Christmas present. Yay. Okay, so like I said, the reason I did not stress was because I was able to pick up and have delivered 5 copies of serial number 1. Where are they? There they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All at cover price. And $3.95 shipping, which is less than the cost of gas for me to go back and forth to the comic book store. Yeah, seriously, I burned a half a tank today. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask, because I see one of the corners here has a little bit of fuzz from the trimming, which, is it just me, or do you find that the trimming of the books lately is getting worse? I had a real tough time, especially the DC books, and actually all of them. I had a tough time finding books that didn't have big, giant fuzz and in the corners. It seems like the trimming, the corner cutting, is getting worse. Like, somebody really needs to tell them to sharpen their blades. Or don't go so many comic books without replacing the blades. But, I picked up entire stacks of books trying to find one copy that I said, yes, that's a near mint. And I understand that the fuzz is part of the manufacturing process and it shouldn't be degraded by CGC. But it's degraded by me, okay? I want a good copy book, and that includes a good corner. Just because it's a new process, I don't want to see bunny tails on my comics. Does it bother you guys, or is it just me? I don't know. I know the books are thicker than they used to be. The paper's different than it used to be. I still want good corners. Call me a prude. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks again to RT Collectibles for recommending. Next week, I'll try to get my video out a little sooner about what my picks are going to be for the week. I'll tell you right now, Wolverine number 9 is on it. Got the jump on that one. And I'm going to wrap this up and get ready for waking up in the morning and fighting with FedEx again. So anyway, thanks again. Like, subscribe, share, notifications. Like, subscribe, share, notifications. You'd think I'd have that memorized by now. You know, just do what the guy does in the corner. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much again. And as always, I'm out.